Hi, I'm Terry, and I'm nuts about stamping. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzlet project. It's a birthday card that I'm going to create using my Big Shot and the retiring Buttons number 5 Sizzlet. What I want to do is start off with a piece of Whisper White cardstock that I've cut 8.5 by 5.5, scored it at the 4 1/4 mark over on my Simply Scored, creased it, and then created my card front. Because it's a birthday card and I know sort of what I'm going to create for this video tutorial, I decided that the curly cute stamp set with the happy birthday image would be appropriate for the kind of card I'm creating. I've mounted the happy birthday on clear mount D. I'm going to bring in some Wisteria Wonder ink up my phrase, and stamp it down at the bottom of my card front. And I'm doing that because I need to know spacing, and you'll see why in a moment. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is bring in my Big Shot and my Buttons number 5. I have my platform, I've got my platform on the wrong level. I want my platform on tab 1 because the Sizzlet is a little bit thinner than the other dies I would use on tab 2. Bottom standard cutting pad. And then what I'm going to do is sort of pay a final respect to the in colors that were 2011 to 2013. So I've cut a piece of all 5 of them. And I'm going to run each one through my, each one through my Big Shot. So there's Wisteria Wonder. And I've cut my pieces 2.5 by 2 1/4. This is Pool Party. And then I'm going to do Lucky Limeade. Some of these colors are coming back, but some of them are not. And they were the in color collection for the past 2 years, and I thought it would be fun to use up some of my scraps and make this birthday card idea. So that was Lucky Limeade. Now I'm not going to use all of the buttons on my card front, but after I show you what I'm going to create, then you can use the same idea and create the same card using the different size buttons. This is Island Indigo. And then the last one will be Calypso Coral. So I'm just peeling the buttons off the Sizzlet, and here's Calypso Coral. And that will be the last one I'll run through, and then I'll be finished with my Big Shot. Then I'm going to bring back in my card front, and I think I'm going to use, maybe I won't get this one off. There we go. All right, so I'm going to use the large round buttons in each of the in colors. There we go. And I'm going to poke out the little holes. If I had the time, I would tie some baker's twine on each button, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to poke out the holes, and then I'll be ready to move forward with the rest of my card. There we go, almost done. There. All right, so there's my buttons. Here's my card front and my snail adhesive. And then what I've done is, before the video began, I cut corresponding pieces of cardstock that are 3.5 by 3/4 of an inch. wide, and I am going to lay these down in the colorful strips in a row. I think the key is to make sure that they are even. You've got to do your first one correctly or the rest could be a bit of a problem. So here's Pool Party next. And I want to put them fairly close together because I need to have 5 strips down my card front. Then I will use Island Indigo. This is a great way to use up all of your scrap strips if you are a scrapaholic like I am. Then I will use Lucky Limeade. I love this color. I'm so sad it's retiring. It's one of my favorite in colors ever. Lucky Limeade and Calypso Coral. And then, whoop, move it up. You want your strips to be as close in distance apart from each other all the way down. And then what I'm going to do is bring in my buttons. I'm going to add some snail adhesive. And I'm just going to randomly place my buttons on top of its matching color strip to complete the card. Let's see, I'll put this one here. And my Pool Party. Oops. Let's put that one there. Lucky Limeade, and then the Calypso Coral. To complete this card. And there we go. A really quick and easy card using your Big Shot and your buttons Sizzlet. So if you wanted to bump this up a notch, you could put some white baker's twine in each button and tie it in a little knot, and then perhaps use a Stampin' Dimensional underneath, or you can leave it just as it is, flat and super cute. For a complete listing of the supplies and the measurements that I used for the cardstock in order to make this card, please hop on over to my blog, www.nutsaboutstamping.com. You can place an order for the products over on my blog. Don't forget that this little Sizzlet will be retiring on May 31st, so you don't want to miss out on ordering that if you love this card idea. Please watch for an announcement about my new catalog kickoff, which is the last weekend in May. It's May 31st and June 1st. Or you can look through lots of other sample ideas. Don't forget, I also have a Facebook business page just for my Stampin' Up! Business, and I post sample ideas there that you won't see anywhere else. I'm Terri. I am Nuts About Stamping. See you next time. Bye for now.